Traditionally, what would you consider to be a 6 and a 7 skill set?
Yeah, I think ultimately, a seven's a more of a ball scavenger. A guy's going to play a little bit tighter towards the breakdown points, towards the rucks. He's going to get stuck in there, try and turn ball over, and definitely try and slow the opposition ball down. There are those odd opportunities where you can be a little link between the forwards and the backs. But going into a 6 role, classic blindside flanker, you want a big guy, you want a strong guy. The guy's going to get you over the vantage line. Momentum's key, and stopping momentum as well. We've
got a couple of clips up here. Just talk us through these then. So the first couple are out-and-out 7s, and this is you first up. So
yeah, obviously trying to get in over the ball as quickly as I can, post the tackle, make that turnover. You've got to be quick there. Kavesh's doing the same, getting in, making the turnover. And then ultimately, you need to make big carries, big hits, coming around the corner. You want to get over that vantage line, get on the front foot, get your team going forward. You don't want to do it like that.
But that's the 6 hitting you back. So it is. It's sort of I always think the 6 role as the guy that wants to put momentum on, and perhaps the 7 in attack is the one that wants to keep the momentum going, and in defence stop the opposition's momentum by attacking the breakdown. So let's have a look then defensively. What you guys are what you're looking at. So you've played both sides as a 7. You're bounding down for a scrum, you're towards the touchline, you're not in the middle of the field. What's going through your mind when you're in this position?
Yeah, firstly, you're scanning the back line here, making sure where the blindside winger's position. If he's obviously inside the 10, you're going to communicate that to your number 8. He's your inside cover. You've got your 9 defending with him as well. And if he is on the inside, you want to move up as a unit. You want to link up with your back line, pressing forward, and make sure that you stay connected and you can press.
And the front row will always say, make sure you do your scrummaging first. They'll be in your ear.
Very important. Scrum first.
Okay, so as the ball comes out, you break from the scrum. How quickly are you looking to try and take the first tackle if possible? If the winger's not there, then
you're assessing. So you're looking to take that space as quickly as possible, but making sure that you've got your back line linking up with you, and that you're not exposing a hole that your 8th man closing that, because if the 10 runs across, does that switch play like Charles showed, there's a massive gap over here. So you've got to make sure that your cover is coming from the inside as well.
So as soon as the ball's going there, you then become that cover on the inside as well, right?
You're following the ball, you're making sure that you close up. You're effectively the catch-up defender, and you keep pressing on. The last thing you want to do is just corner flag and create holes for
in terms of your line for competing at a breakdown, does that, once you know that a player is going to take the ball into contact, are you looking at adapting your line then, or?
Yeah, so once the ball goes, you're obviously kind of hovering, a scavenger really. And if they do get that half gap, the players do fall in front of you. You've got an opportunity to get on it as quickly as possible. Hopefully their cleaners are slightly off, slightly late. Their flankers are being held by, some guy cheating over there, and then you've got an opportunity to, get in over the ball.
Cool. Well, let's go back then. Let's have a look at the other side of the scrum. So if you're on the blind side, what are your triggers? What are you looking for here defensively?
Yeah, once again, the same thing. You're obviously looking where your blindside winger is, and if he's right over there, make sure that you're going to cover that. If they do go 8-9 blind, they've got the winger on the outside. Your defence is a little bit more passive that side. You don't have that much cover. You're kind of wedging off, waiting for the defence, your players to catch up with you, and hopefully use the touchline as another.
And if they do go wide, what does this man then look to do?
Well, his first job is to get around. I mean, he's the 3rd guy breaking off the scrum. He's going to be looking for any players coming on the hard switches inside. Otherwise, if there's a central ruck set up, he's the first one to fold and to recognise, where the next attacking player is going to come from. If it does come back a blind player, he's got to organise a tight 5.
So he's pushing the tight 5 infield. You leave your quicker men on the outside.
That's the idea.
So there's so much to get through on this. So we might have a little go. No, we've got to move on. Sorry, we might have a little go later on with some of the plays in attack.